at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has literally disgraced all of us. I'm telling you, Bitcoin is the big brother in the house, and right now it's plunging all the way down. What's going to stop this? It looks like it wants to get back to 50,000. No, no, don't go there. Now, this is a big force majeure. This is serious. I'm telling you, it's tried its best to push up. No, it's not. The Reds are in control, as you can see here. Why? You can see it's at 91,714. It's gone down. I mean, the last time we did this, it was 103,000. And it's been going down ever since. It's not even gone up. I'm wondering. I mean, people say that, December is not really the good time to buy crypto and that all cryptos will be going down. But this is not yet even December yet. This is November. Excuse me? So it's tried to go up. It hasn't been able to go up. So my own honest, candid advice will be to stay out of, the market for now. Yes, I'll just say stay out of the market, guys. For now, except maybe you're doing like futures where, as it's crumbling, you're making money, But I would never give you, financial advice about that. So anything about futures, don't ask me, okay? But if you're doing spot trading, it's not really a good time because Bitcoin is falling and all the other coins will be falling. You're going to see that as a trend. But in this particular, live stream, I'm going to be comparing MEXC with Bitcoin. Sorry, did I say Bitcoin? With Binance. So it's going to be MEXC versus Binance. What I call it, Binance versus MEXC, be different one, right? We're going to look at the pros and cons of each of these platforms and what you should expect, right? I have a couple of pros and cons that I want to share with you about these two platforms. And in all the live streams, I will be sharing with you the comparisons with other platforms so that you know what to expect. I mean, just this evening, one of our VIP students was asking a question. He sent, right, a coin to another platform in inter-exchange arbitrage, but unfortunately it entered into another wallet address. Now he's been told he has to pay some sort of amount of money to get that out. So you can see now what's going on. This happened before he joined our VIP. So I was just trying to advise him about what to do, right? You have to be very careful. And besides that, you have to understand the pros and cons of each platform. You need to know what each platform is going to tell you to do in such a situation. I've also fallen victim to that kind of situation, but it was on Binance and they told me a particular amount I had to pay to recover my funds. So that's why you have to be very careful when you are sending coins because it can literally get lost, right? That's just the problem about inter-exchange arbitrage, okay? So that said, let's go over and see what's going on with the coin that we have actually bought. As you can see right now, the coin is at 255. Yeah. I mean, the last time we were here was 380 something. Now it's 255. That is not good at all. It's really literally gone so down. I'm telling you, it's tried to push up, but no, it hasn't been able to. See, it actually went all the way to 190. That is so small. I mean, right now it's practically like about an 80% wipe off of this particular amount in this trade, right? But we still keep going, right? You don't know what's going to happen next. What if somebody or some people come and they buy up a whole lot and it spikes up? Then we recover back our money. That can happen within a split second, right? So that's why when it comes to spot trading, never give up on your coins. If you've taken all the precautions, you've done everything you're supposed to do before you select the trade, just leave it. There's nothing you can do. And that's why you need to diversify. You must diversify. If you don't, you're on the wrong thing. If you put all your money, just like the person that put about $300 into one trade, he has to wait. That's just it. Because you never know which of the trades are going to be naughty. Like this one is a naughty one right now. It is a naughty one. Okay, let me quit talking. Let's go over to where we have the gator. So I'm going to share with you the different nuances of each platform. So here in MEXC here, we have the favorites, we have the hot, we have the gainers, right? And these are the ones that have appreciated to a very high height within the last 24 hours. So we'll take a good look at three of them and see if So let's say 5, and then I'll go show you, Binance. Okay, or do we do Binance first? Let me just make sure that my Binance is open. It definitely is open. I guess so. It is. It is open. So we're currently on the gainers of Binance. Binance is my beloved platform, guys. It is my beloved platform. Hi, guys. Welcome on board. Binance is my beloved platform. But before I talk more about Binance and what it has to offer, let's go back to Mexi, okay? And look at the coins that we have available. We're going to be doing this, and just in case anybody wants to pick a trade, you are free. We'll look at it, we'll just dissect just 5 of it. We're never look at more than 5. Look at drama. Oh, interesting. The name. Okay, drama looks like it's having some drama going on. Now, let me tell you something. There are 3 things, or what I call it 4 things, that I take a look at before I take a trade. And I tell you, by the grace of God, my win rates are like about 85%. Okay. So there might be a few that may fall into the mistake zone, like the way Bernard is currently right now. But the first thing we look at right now is to make sure that we have the SAR right under it. And we can see 2 dots, but that's not enough. You need to see like about 5 or 6 dots of SAR pushing the price upwards. Now, for this kind of trade, I would like to see what's going to come out of it by the time I have 5 dots. I won't take this trade with 2 dots. No, I wouldn't. So we have to see that the SAR is under. Then we must also see that the RSI is 65. It's not yet 65. Now, look, notice what's going on. It's really been dragging before it now shot up high. These are the kind of things that can happen on Mexi. These are the kind of things that can happen on Mexi. I'm telling you. Can you see how this is shooting up high? It can shoot up so much high that everybody that has placed a trade here, they will make back their money within us. That's one of the pros. Well, it's a con kind of pro. Yeah, because you're gonna have to wait till we have this kind of miraculous shootouts, right? And you can see that it's really, really temperamental because as people bought, some people are selling out. That's just it. It's like buying and waiting to sell because they've already set their sell limits, right? People have set their sell, like I've set my sell limits. Once the thing hits, immediately it sells immediately. So you can just see what's going on right now. If it shoots up high, all these people that have set their sell limits are going to make their money. That's what it means. That is exactly what it means, right? So I definitely won't take this kind of trade. Why? Because number one, the SAR is just too few, and then the RSI, even though it's currently 64, I still won't take it because it's still building up. And finally, yeah, the green one is a green candle, but it has a wick. I would not take this kind of candle trade because why? It has a wick on top. It has the sticks on top of it. So I'm not going to take it. And another thing I always try to look at, you can check that out. Maybe do like a 4 hour and see what was the trajectory. You can see it's been going all the way down. So it's really been on a full downward trend. So I definitely will not take this kind of thing. Let's look for another one. Let's quickly check another one. Oh, SBM. Is it SBM? Which one is SBM? Wow. Same thing here. I wouldn't take this one, but I was just wondering what that particular one. Okay, this is obviously not going to work because you can see that the SAR is right on top. Once it's on top, don't go anywhere there. Don't go anywhere there. It has to be underneath, okay? And then let's check the RSI. The RSI is 48. Forget it. So this one does not fit the bill. Oh, what am I doing? It doesn't fit the bill. So let's check another 2 more. Which one is this one? Oh, this is obviously showing that it's fully red. This is AGIB, and everything is going down. Why? Because of Bitcoin. So let me talk about the few pros and cons of Mexi. Now, one of the things I think about Mexi is that it's quite lenient. That means it allows a whole lot of variety of people to list on their platform. Their rules are quite a little bit relaxed, so we may have a lot of coins that it's possible to make money from, right? I've made money from a lot of unknown coins, right? I'm telling you, loads and loads of them, right? But at the same time, one of the cons is that most of these coins die out fast. Now, because their rules are quite relaxed, they're a bit unlike Binance. Binance is definitely stronger in terms of maintaining rules, I'm telling you. So because of that, because most likely they're interested in getting the trading fees, the listing fees, right? So you can see, if you check the new here, you see new people that are waiting to come on come on live. You can see we have Pi Bubble, we have Dgram, we have here. Look at all these funny names, right? Probably if I'm available, I might. I might try to, check whether this is gonna be possible to check and maybe show you live, but I don't think so for now. So let's keep on going. So we've checked all of this. So because of that, a lot of coins die out fast. I'm telling you, a lot of coins die out fast. Okay. DGen5, that name is familiar to me. DGen5, okay, same thing. Every coin right now is red. Let's leave this and let's go over to Binance. I have my Binance open just to give you some of this is my platform of choice. I'm definitely going to come and pick a trade here very soon. I just want to focus on that side so that we can actually see whether the trade is gonna, come through or not. So let's look at this one. This XNO. Let's see, it's at $1.20. Okay, now look at this. You can see a clear upward trend. It's $1.20, as you can see here, and you can see the upward trend. Even though in the location here, you can see that even though the SAR is under, but two things. RSI 61, I definitely won't take it. It has to be 65 and above, between 65 and 79, right? And it's not even a green candle. No, since it's not a green candle, I definitely cannot take that. So it's not fitting my bill, right? Let's check another one. Well, this looks like, I'm seeing more greens in Binance. I'm seeing more greens. Let me go check what's going on with, it's the same amount anyway, but I wanted to see what's going on with a BTC, still 91,690 here. So let's keep on going. Let's see Zen. All right. Zen is not looking bad. It has its upward trajectory, though we haven't seen the SARs underneath it yet. Okay, I love the look of Binance. You can see that it's fresher to the eye, and it's even giving us more promises. You can see, although this is 57, I definitely would not take this. Let's go back and see what, because Bitcoin is actually affecting oh, look at this one. Very soon now, as it's pumping, we're going to see the SAR come here. So, but right now, it was on the lower ebb and it just starts to pump. Let's see what it is currently. This is 59. It's definitely going to go up. It's definitely going to go up. It's 16 cents currently. Very soon it will switch. But right now, the parameters are not set, so I will not take any of that. Let's see, banana. What's this one? Bananas 31. All these funny names. You can see it's already on the losing side anyway. So let's do that. Let's just check one more dusk. Let's see. Same thing. Why? Because Bitcoin is pulling down everything. Would we be able to find one of these trades that will fit in? No, not for now. So I just wanted to show you the differences between the different platforms, right? One of the good things about Binance is that they have very strict rules in admitting any particular coin into their ecosystem. They have to be very sure. So they definitely have listing fees, but they are very, very, they are very strong on their rules, and they definitely won't take nonsense. So definitely you will get lesser, coins that will be messing up on their platform. No, unlike Mexi. All right. Now, of course, once all things are equal and Bitcoin begins to go up, we'll definitely begin to see more opportunities for trade. But for now, they can't be, because Mr. Bitcoin is pulling everybody down. May God help us. You shall not be pulled down by God's grace. Okay, so that's just a little comparison. One of the things, of course, when you're doing inter-exchange arbitrage is that you want to be very wary of the transfer fees. You don't want to spend so much upfront. Be careful about the transfer fees. Very, very important that you are not getting yourself boxed up into a particular coin that's going to charge you a whole lot. Because you see, it's just one transfer fee, really. Whether you're transferring one coin or you're transferring 100 coins of the same type, it's the same transfer fee. So you have to be very careful. And obviously, like I was saying, someone, make sure that on the other side, the order book can support the amount you want to buy. If you are not sure about that, you will definitely make mistakes. You will definitely make mistakes. Okay, so that's going to be my own little advice for you, right? So you can see that. I'm looking forward to coming back to taking a trade with Binance. But for now, we are currently with Mexi, because I wanted to showcase that you can use Mexi to be able to do stuff. But Mexi has what's this one? What's okay? Mexi has actually, decided to do its own thing, and we will hope that by the time we come back to do a recap, oh, now you can see the reds is now coming out. The red is now more prominent, and probably it's gonna fall. I just hope this coin doesn't get delisted, because the way it's looking is looking like it's gonna get. It just looks like it. But I hope it doesn't. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this particular recap, right, of this edition. And please let me know if you have any questions. Drop it under this video once we're done, okay? And I will be answering you quickly. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.